Anyidoho, the former Deputy General Secretary of the Opposition National Democratic Congress. Now, and net yet, you're the other two dear, just a Nyasem Ketwa. Marking the 11th birthday, Koku Anyidoho tells his side of how the late John Evans Fifi Atamels died. And net year, secret upon secret, Koku Anyidoho, Adiabegu Mountain Sonne dear, Dano or the Biba. Name no and net year, chess or the Diabano, and Yasam Ketwa cry. Now, many say, baby, Remo. Now, feel so in some Koku Anyidoho, dear Gu Mountain so concerning the death of the late president, John Evans Fifi Atamels, Yetimi Enhubi. Now, my men found go back to 2012 what happened and all that. Now, we a fact from a year Koku Anyidoho, and after the fact, or the other Jano, Yahweh, what happened, what he saw, and the side of the story, what he can say about the story, because Koku Anyidoho was the presidential spokesperson to the presidential spokesperson to the late John Evans Fifi Atamels, the presidential spokesperson. Into that, just obey John Evans Fifi Atamels ye pa. Into what happened there, he can tell at least his side, and what he's saying, we can trust him because he was close to the late president. Now, Mama found go through, found go back, back to the fact and what really happened. That Koku Anyidoho, former presidential spokesperson, has spoke about the circumstances surrounding the death of John Evans Fifi Atamels in July 2012. The late president, there is certain facts about what happened, what transpired during the time John Evans Fifi Atamels a free mono, DMC ye, Yarebo and the Bono, Emano LED to New Woo, and I feel so dear, and I feel so, see ya, Yabetiya Kahuasem, who were involved in the death of John Evans Fifi Atamels in Nano Koku Anyidoho at the good in Mountains. Now, but the president, the late president, died at the 37 military hospital where he had been rushed to from the castle, the seat of the presidency at that time. For this one, we all know. Anyidoho at the time, perceived to be powerful aide to former president, noted that they have been severally accused of taking custody for the ailing president by personally transporting him to the hospital. Indeed, we a certain background of the story. But my uncle fact, straight to the fact. The president was not driven to the 37 military hospital by Koku Anyidoho. This is the first one. It is the president, for now, 37 military hospital. And here, this is the first question. My uncle, the second one. The president was driven in an assigned ambulance with known medics. This is the second one. The president was not sent to the maternity ward. Rather, the president was driven straight to the intensive care unit. This is some of the facts. Koku Anyidoho Eka I say his piece published on Rainbow Radio website continued as regards the ICU and was fate would have it. President Atamels, as part of this surprise visit to selected state institution, visited the 37 military hospital, and the ICU particular was one of the facilities that he entered to walk through upgrading that had taken place. He had also shown around, certainly not inside, but rebuilt mortuary. So he died at the ICU and was sent to the morgue. Life has a way of throwing at us the fleeting nature of our existence. Do I know what killed President Atamels? This is the question of Koku Anyidoho Egusa. I say no autopsy report has been made public, so the nation still does not know what killed our beloved president. President John Evans Fifi Atamels because according to Koku Anyidoho, no autopsy report has been made public. Still now this full test 11 years on did abusiafo we a full test 11 years on. Did I drive President Atamils to the 37 military hospital, Koku Anyidoho right. Into my uncle through Samua or day every month. Because this is so important, this is much important. Because as a late president, and as a country, a president, a free, or saying Kaya autopsy, a public autopsy, say, be a publicly, swing a kuno, and I said, and win a kuno. I said, we didn't hear anything. I did who ye na said, President Free, and it was announced in Koku Anyidoho 11 years on. But what happened? And did I drive President Atamils to the 37 military hospital? So this is the writing of Koku Anyidoho. While some people, for diverse reasons, invested time and energy in announcing the death of the president, John Evans Fifi Atamils, as if the death would prolong their lifespan. Several times before that fateful Tuesday, 24th July 2012, many weird stories flew cluelessly about the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Republic of Ghana was moved from the castle to the 37 military hospital. One of the weirdest had it that Koku Anyidoho drove the president in the booth of his official Ford vehicle to the 37 military hospital. As part of attempt to create an extremely fake impression that I have absolute control at the castle. This falsehood about me carrying the president to the 37 military hospital was banded around. Over the years, I have tried many ways to tell the true story. This year, I decided to tell the true story in print because of a question a highly respected personality in Ghana asked me during a casual conversation. This is what the conversation went thus. So how far is Atamils Institute doing? By the grace of God, we are marching on gradually. So is it true you carry the president in the booth of your vehicle to the 37 military hospital? And is that true that he was sent to the maternity ward? It's not true. I drove the president to the 37 military hospital, and it's not true he was sent to the 37 military ward. Okay, it's not true. I drove the president to the 37 military hospital. It's not true that he was sent to the maternity ward. Or it's not true. Are you sure about what you are saying? Because it was all over the place that you drove him and you took him to the maternity ward. Honestly, if I had not met you today to have this conversation with you, that's what I have believed all these years. I say, so Koku Anyidoho answered, it was this conversation that occasioned this piece of memory of the late John Evans Fifi Atamils. So fact, President was not driven to the 37 military hospital by Koku Anyidoho. The president was not driven in an assigned ambulance with known medics. The president was not sent to the maternity ward, and the president was driven straight to the intensive care unit, there the ICU. All issues regarding the fact that Koku Anyidoho has a hand in the death of John Evans Fifi Atamils, the late president, the side of the story, comment section. So